Hey!
Your destiny.
Wow, that was loud. Hey everybody, this is Endless, and I am here bringing you guys yet another recording of an island defense game that I played with a couple of guys. EatTrees here. I'm the pink zergling down over here. We also have a guy named PTB somewhere. I don't know. He was a guy that they were guys I was in a party with, and this was a pretty fun game we played a little while back. I got new video recording software and just new recording software in general, so things should be a little bit smoother now. My voice should be a little less staticky, and I think this was the perfect opportunity to cast this game because this one was a lot of fun. So let's get started, shall we? So the Titan is a guy named Killer Ghost. Just went Ultra. This guy was not a very good Titan, so we'll see what ends up happening here. There's not much going on right now. You just got your basic wood bases being set up. This is an interesting place for a sentry. I've never actually noticed this. I don't know if this is a safe mining spot, but I would imagine it probably is. Interesting. I'll keep that in mind. Anyway, so we have Cosmad as Changeling down here, setting up a little mining wood base. We have the Titan camping. Looks like he finally selected his abilities. Got Nolan the DT watching here. One thing to remember about this as being a DT here, especially when there's an Ultra Titan, is the Ultra's nuke, Fungal Growth, will actually reveal Dark Templar. So few people realize this, but that's how a ton of people end up dying. You really, really, really want to stay a good distance away from the Ultra as a DT until you're sure you can mine effectively. Obviously, Killer Ghost doesn't really know what he's doing, so he's probably okay. But even so, you do want to be careful. Now, as Titan, one thing that Killer Ghost is doing here that you never, ever, sorry, one second, ever want to do is camp. People who are new to Titan always seem to assume that the point of the game is to prevent builders from getting gold. That's not the case. You don't actually want to prevent builders from getting gold. I mean, it's fantastic if you can, but what you really want to do is you really, really, really want to deny bases. Like if he found a base like this, he could probably get a pretty good amount of feed off of it, if only from the extractors. Even it looks like he's pretty well set up to deny the feed. But if he found a feed base like that, he could definitely get some. Good feed off of it. I don't know what EatTrees was doing here. I have no clue. But apparently he just died. And so yeah. I'm laughing at this guy's constant camping. Oh, and then here we go. No, the DT and EatTrees kind of get into a flame war. Let's just ignore that.
We found a witch. May we burn her?
Yeah, I wish there was some way to turn off comments, but apparently not. Anyway, back to the game. What I did, this is one thing that a lot of people don't really think they could do as Zergling. I set up my wood base here. So maybe it means I have to use an excess of walls, but at the same time, you only need one queen to get all of your drones in the area of effect of the inject. So I like it personally. I imagine there's probably some better places, but that's probably one of my favorites as Zergling. Usually the two best places are here or here. Problem is this is a little close to the gold, and it's generally very hard to deny because the Titan can just come up right over here and nuke.
We found a witch. May we burn
Please
her?
just ignore the people flaming each other, and we'll continue on with the game. Anyway, so EatTrees is probably going to pop any moment now, unless he has no intention of popping and it's just going to become obs. I don't actually remember which. We will find out. So here goes Dad. I think he plans on setting up a base here. I don't really know. Oh, looks like the mini popped. So Killer Ghost. So I guess EatTrees obsed, and Killer Ghost chose to make it into a Thor. The Thor minis are okay. If you have any idea as to what you're doing, a Thor mini can be perfectly good, because it means you can scan and nab a DT that way. Or if you don't already have scan, then you can pretty quickly and easily find a base. For example, if you scan right about here, it'll reveal this base, and this base. If you scan right around here, even better, it'll reveal this base, and this base. So generally, a Thor is good if you don't have any other means of getting scanned. Thor scans are a little smaller, so I don't know if it will reveal as much as what I said it would. But, wait, what is this? Okay, I didn't notice this somehow. This is just, no, okay? This is just, you don't do this. This is what we call feed, okay? Feeding, a lot of noobs do something like this because I don't think they realize that the Titan actually gets stronger as it kills stuff. That's a huge key thing that very few people seem to realize about the game, and you really need to pay attention to. If you see someone doing this, either kick them or advise them. It's always the nice thing to do to advise them, because generally it means that they could actually get better. If you're feeling like a dick, kick them. That's always something you can do. Apparently someone is now dead. Oh, Cosmad just died. He was the changeling.
We burn her.
I don't really know. There was no reason for him to have died. He could have just waited. He was trying for the gold when he knew the Titan was camping. 0 point. Oh, here's something I was doing. EatTrees had become an obs, right? So I was making him a lurker. This is a really great thing to do, because as you are focusing on injects and getting gold and all sorts of things like that, the person who is an obs can very easily control the lurker and keep it alive. Like, really easily. Sometimes it's a little hard to keep a Titan Hunter and your main worker alive on your own. So if you just give it to an obs, makes things a lot easier for you. Okay, so here's a base already up. This is not a horrible setup. It could be better. It needs upgrades. How much wood does he have? He has a reasonable amount of wood. If he would upgrade his walls, it would be his walls and his cannons. It would be fantastic. If you want to survive, you really do have to upgrade. Like, you just can't live without your upgrades. So yeah, that's the game so far. Again, feed. If you see someone doing this, advise them, kill them with assimilators, or kick them. I hadn't mentioned kill with assimilators. That works too. I'm not sure what's going on down here. I mean, Reapers can build wood bases up on trees, so I'm not sure why he's doing this. I mean, you could do this, especially since they don't have to return to a reactor to be able to mine. But generally, you want to avoid this. The two best places to Reaper that I've discovered are here. I really like there. And I really like here. These are my two favorite wood bases. This place is also nice, but generally one scan near the gold to catch a DT can really screw you over there. So PTB is basing here. I'm a little interested what you guys think about the wall placement. I don't know. I always random, so I usually just go for a pretty basic wall placement of just a full sort of triangle shape. So I don't know if this is actually the correct thing to do. It looks fine to me. I don't see anything wrong with it. Could use maybe one more wall right there, but whatever. No huge deal. PTB is actually upgrading his stuff. Unlike Dad was, though I think he's now getting his upgrades too. Yeah, he is. He's just kind of out of money, which is completely understandable. I mean, when there's a camping Titan and... Oh, God. Oh, God. Another thing about the Lurker, which is absolutely fantastic if you're going to let an OBS control it, is that it has the same speed as the Titan. So, technically, unless they have an Immortal or an Ultra, the Titan should never catch it. Interestingly, they have both an Immortal and an Ultra. They just really, really suck. So, yeah. PTB is not upgrading his cannons. I don't actually know why. Maybe he's just waiting. But I don't know. We'll see. So here we go. I don't know what Soccerton is doing at this moment. It's like an exodus of the drones. I think he's I think he's gonna set up base over here. I don't really know. We'll find out. So, right, what do we got here? Okay, I'm setting up base. So this is usually how I align my towers, my walls. I don't even know if this is correct. I don't base that commonly. But especially not as Zergling, because I have the shittiest luck as Zergling. Like, actually though, it's horrible. Normally, unless there is a camping Titan, I will always be found by... I will always have my wood base found by the Titan again and again and again. I don't know if it's just an incorrect way an incorrectness in the way I am basing, but I'm not sure. So, Zergling bases, as I've mentioned before, are some of my favorites when you can get them up. I don't actually like playing as Zergling. I don't know, it's just personal preference. But, when you can get them up, they are some of my favorites, because, first off, the mass upgrading ability is fantastic. As we'll see later in this game, it's what wins the game. The walls are just so good. Like, you don't even have to base as a Zergling. As I said, you can really just use the Zergling as support. Its walls are my favorite walls outside of upgraded sentry walls, but upgraded sentry walls cost gold. So, I honestly prefer Zergling walls to them, even then. Alright, so we got PTB setting up a basic, finally upgrading his cannons. I don't know what the whole deal was with him and not upgrading cannons, but apparently he just wasn't doing it. I'm not sure. So here I go. I'm going in for gold. Suddenly realized that this Titan is just not going to give up chasing that Lurker. So decided it was the perfect opportunity. Apparently the Titan gave up chasing the Lurker. But anyway, so we have blue setting up a base here. Now, this is not a base, okay? Like, 3